Hello, today I am going to share with you some ideas about how to increase commitment level. Commitment is one of those values which has the possibility of transforming your results. Because if you work with commitment, everything undergoes a change. Everything undergoes a change. So that's why I'm going to share with you some ideas about how to increase your commitment levels. The first one is make small commitments. Does that sound a little out of place? Maybe, but it is not. The reason is that when you make small commitments, that's when you are actually able to take that action. If you let's just take an example, and then I'll share with you a small case study also. Let's say that you want to start daily jogging. Which one will be easier? That you commit that I'll jog for at least 15 minutes, or you make a promise to yourself that you'll jog for 1 hour. Which one of these do you think is easy to put into practice and be consistent with it? Obviously 15 minutes. And the moment that becomes consistent, you can increase the time frame. That is why it's very important to make small commitments. And the case study that I'm sharing with you is of a person who was part of one of my trainings. What I had mentioned there was that if you don't exercise, start with as little as 10 minutes. And this idea struck that person, and he started with 10 minutes. Oh, I can take out 10 minutes at least. And he started doing it. And now, as I came to know by having a conversation with him, that he is able to give about 45 minutes to 1 hour of his time to daily exercise. How do you think it happened? Because he started small. That's why always start with small commitments. Whether it is reading habit, whether it is exercise, or any such thing which is not a part of your existing routines, start with something small. And I'm sharing with you another example here. There's a writer of the book Mini Habits, Stephen Guise. And what he says in his book is, one push-up every day changed his life. Because he was able to commit to at least one push-up. And that's what changed his life. And he became one of the best-selling authors of the book Mini Habits. There is another phrase that I'm sharing with you here is that if your commitment is embarrassingly small, I'm saying it once again, if your commitment is embarrassingly small, it only means that you're on the right track. You are saying to yourself, it is small and I'm ready to honor it. So this is the first step that you can take to make your commitments higher. Second one is 1 day at a time. Start with a short term. So don't say, I'm starting the sentence with a negative word. Don't say that you will do something for 1 full year. You may have that desire and that goal, great. But say, I'll take 1 day at a time, or say I'll take 1 week at a time. And then 1 day adds to the second day adds to the third. Same way, now notice, you might have seen my videos quite regularly. And what did I say? I initially said, let's do it for 1 full year. But I'm not pressurizing myself that I have to do it the whole year continuously. I'm not pressurizing myself. I'm saying, let us make our videos ready for the next 1 week. Let us make our videos ready for the next 10 days. And that's how I have been able to maintain that consistency for the last couple of days, right? So that's why always go ahead with a short-term promise and then make it big, right? Number 2. Number 3 is commit with a partner. Have a partner with whom you can enter into that commitment. Now, what is the difference between commitment partner and accountability partner, which will be the next point that I'll be mentioning? Commitment partner is the one who is doing the same activity or task along with you. If you are promising to do regular exercise, he is also promising, she is also promising to do that. If you promise to yourself that you will read for at least half an hour every day, the other person is also promising something similar. So that is what is called commitment partner. And when you have a commitment partner, you know two persons are better than one. It's not necessary that you are doing it together, not necessary. But you know that there is another person who is along with me, who is doing something similar, and you can catch up with each other as to how things are going. So if you have a commitment partner, the possibility of commitment being honored substantially goes high. The next point is have an accountability partner. So it's like this: take an action, review, and have an accountability partner to check with you. It may be that commitment partner also becomes an accountability partner, or the accountability partner can be an entirely independent person. Depends on how you want to relate. So, and what is the purpose of having an accountability partner? You have someone created in your plan that you are answerable to that person. And how I have practiced it is that even if you have not done something, it's good to report that. So have an accountability partner. And the last point that I'm mentioning is that you need to start celebrating wins, even if they are small wins that need celebration. And in my own home, in my home office, I always do this, practice this. Any small win that comes up, we celebrate. And celebration doesn't mean that you have to do all the pomp and show. It can be as simple as giving a high five, right? So start practicing the ideas that I've shared with you today and share your feedback. Is it helping you? How is it helping you? And let's start changing our lives.